Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. We're going to go over our very first pay or income source for the month, which was on June 1st, and that is my husband's retirement, which happens to be a reduced retirement for life. He was displaced in his job, but he did have 26 or 27 years, I can't remember at this point. So he was eligible to take an early buyout, and he did that instead of moving out of state. And then he got another job here, so it all worked out. So he's still eligible, because it is a private pension, he's still eligible to make as much money as he would like, or he can, and you know, kind of collect at the same time, because this is not anything to do with Social Security. He's not that old. So this is my June workbook. As you know, a lot of you have this and are using it from what I understand. So thank you so much for sharing it out with me. And I'm very excited to release the July workbook in about a week or so, because I have added additional worksheets. So I hope that helps you to budget throughout the month. I'll need some feedback from you to know if I'm in the right direction or not for you. And also I am going to be releasing alternate covers. So you can download whichever one fits your setting. So let's just open this up, and we are on a month on 2 pages. So this is where we have plugged in all of our income and all of our bills that are due. So I just wanted to take one of my tombos, and I'm going to take this end here because it's really nice for highlighting, and I am just going to put a line right through here where it says retirement. So that to me means that that income has come in and it's accounted for. I'm also going to take another tombow, and I am going to highlight mortgage because that is the fixed expense that we are taking out of that pay. So that is accounted for. I think that's a nice checks and balance way to do things. And let's see, so we have my monthly budget here. We're gonna work on that first. Ugh, turning this sometimes, I don't know why I just don't take the pages out. I should really just take the pages out. But anyways, so the first thing that we're going to do here is we are going to enter in the amount of the retirement. So it was $2,455.22. That's pretty much the standard amount. I think when this whole thing started, it was just under $2,400, but we do get cost of living increases, which is nice. And out of this also comes my husband's health insurance for life, and also I am on that health insurance for life. So that is such a sigh of relief. I mean, because sometimes, you know, we're only working our jobs for the insurance and for the benefits. So it's a huge relief to have that kind of as a guaranteed benefit for the rest of our lives. So we have 4 additional pays that will be coming in: his commission, my paycheck number 1, my paycheck number 2, and his base pay. So that's all we need to do for this right here. And I'm going to flip this over, and we're going to work on this sheet right here. And this is where we track and we budget a paycheck. So I'm going to write June 1st here. And that's because, I mean, I'm doing it after June 1st, but I'm writing that because that was actually, well, actually, I guess I could put any date here, because what I'm really doing here is I'm putting in the dates of the income. So I guess technically I could write any date here and I could account for any sources of income. So here I'm just going to write retirement. And we do not have any other income coming in before, like, I think it was about 12 days apart. But I am going to write the amount here again. It was $24.55.22. And out of this, I am going to be stuffing cash envelopes. So we're getting back into that. And I'm also going to be paying one variable expense, which is our mortgage. So I'm going to write that here. Oops, nope. False advertising. Mortgage is a fixed expense. Sometimes I'm on autopilot with, you know, the narration of these videos, and I just, you know, say whatever, and then I catch myself and I'm like, oh, no, that's not correct. All right, but we can still fix this. So how can I make this a G? we're gonna be doing groceries. Now, for the variable expenses here, it's going to be more than 1 week because it's about 12 days between pays. So I have to account for that and make sure that I put enough aside to last us the entire time. Because usually our pays are spread out where they're like a week apart or, you know, very close to that. But this time it's an entire 12 days. So I wanted to account for all that. So I didn't have to take anything out of savings or out of what was left over from checking before. I like to use that for miscellaneous funds, but I don't know. I might not doing that. I might not continue that practice. I might actually do something with that money as far as a rollover. So here we are going to do 200 for groceries. Usually I do around 175 or so, but I think we're going to be good with 200. We're also having a cookout this weekend, and I already took the money out for that last month, so that was part of my variables then. For gas, we usually do 100 per week. I cannot talk for some reason tonight, and I'm going to do 140. And for dog food, we usually do like around $30. It's been less than that since we just have Stella, but we do make extra sometimes. It just depends on the deal we get on chicken because that's the protein we give her. And she is old, like she's going to be 13. So our vet just recommended that we give her a low protein diet. So he's talking like 20% of her macros need to be protein. That's it. So we can make food in advance. We like to make it and put it in little like individual serving containers so we can just grab it and then put it in her food bowl and go. It just saves us a lot of time during the week. So we're gonna put $40 down for dog food. And prescriptions, I needed to take out 120. So when I say prescriptions, it could be for me, for my husband, for both of us, who knows. And anxiety tax, this is one therapy session, and it's 75. Okay, so let's add some things up just to make sure we are where we need to be. For fixed expenses, we're going to put down here straight 1870. Our mortgage is like 1867, thereabouts, and some change. But let's add up the variables to make sure we did the math correctly. So 200 plus 140 plus 40, 120, and 75 is 575. I'm sorry, the lighting is really poor, but you guys can see, I'm sure. So I'm going to put 575 here. Now let's add 1870 to that. Brings us to 2445. That's crazy. Minus our pay, 2455.22, and that leaves us with a balance of $10.22. And I did not assign a job to that $10.22. I'm just going to leave it in the account for miscellaneous. I'm going to buy iced tea with it. I usually buy some iced tea on my way to work, so I'm not going to total this down here because I did it down here. I think we're good. So I don't have anything for savings. We're just trying to get by with this paycheck. And I also did get the cash out in the correct denominations, hopefully. I screw up all the time. I mean, and you know, in all fairness, I think I'm kind of hard on myself. I really am just getting back into this system, you know, with the cash envelopes and all that. So, you know, I have to give myself some grace sometimes. But anyways, these cash envelopes were marked. Now, this is like my spending binder or cash envelope wallet. And as you can see, I showed you in another video, this is my newest one. This was so cheap. I think this is like $8 on Amazon, but I'm going to be using this for my sinking funds. So I'm putting that aside because I don't have any money to put into that, and I didn't set that up yet. But as you can see here, going back, I have my old envelopes that I used, and I guess I thought this Ray Dunn knockoff font was like the way to go. I wouldn't necessarily write on here like that again, but you know, it is what it is. And I don't think I have any more blank envelopes like this. I'd have to order some, and I'm just not going to do that right now. So I'm going to make do with what I have. And the first thing that we're going to stuff is groceries. So I'm going to take 200. Well, we didn't count the money yet. Yikes. All right, let's make sure we have 575. See, I'm just getting back into it. So we have 100, 200. Oh, I can't stand when a 50 comes next. So I'm going to set it aside. 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 28, 40, 60, 80, 5, 550, 570, 575. Okay. Yeah, when there's a 50 and then two 20s come after it and it just gets all discombobulated, I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I got to put it aside and we'll get back to that 50. So let's put everything in order. I need to get out my little like cash organizer, my little plastic cash organizer. That used to be really helpful. So we're going to take 200 out of the pile and I'm just going to fold it up. And we're going to see Ben Franklin's face right here. And I'm going to put that into the groceries envelope. Now the next, I have a hard time with this one, guys. I've talked about this before. I can't stand paying cash at the pump for gas. I really can't. So what I could do, I could really do some complication here. Let's put this aside and count out 140, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. What I could do is I could pay with my card and I could put this back in the bank and then reimburse my card. I could do it that way. I mean, there's nothing saying I can't. But it's a lot of like, I don't know. It's a lot of back and forth. I mean, I can just go inside, but I just like getting gas until my gas tank is full. I don't want to like say I want X amount of dollars on pump number 4. Like it just drives me crazy because I mean, how can you ever predict exactly to the penny? So I don't know, at least the gas stations where I live, you have to completely prepay. So, all right, so that's gas. Dog food, we are going to take 20, 40 out for that. I don't mind paying cash at the grocery store. Totally fine. I'm totally fine with that. And I don't think I have a dog envelope here. I think what I used to do is I used to account for the dogs in a sinking fund. Why? I have no idea because I still had to feed them. So I don't know why I did that, but I guess what I could do is I could put it in groceries because I'm going to be buying the food at the same place. All right, so I will just tuck that back there. I'm sorry, that was off camera. All right, so we have the 200 and then we have $40. So that's ready to go. All right, so we've done groceries, we have done gas, and we've done dog food, and now prescriptions. I guess I'm going to put that under health. So we're going to count out 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. And that is going to be for the prescription cost. So I think my husband started a new prescription and I think it's exclusively mail order. So I don't think we'll be doing cash for that, but I guess I could do some kind of placeholder. I have seen people before who do, like, they pay their bills electronically, they spend electronically, but they do cash stuffing, but they use like dummy money, like fake money. And I guess I could see, you know, like symbolically that keeps you in check, but I don't have anything like that. And then anxiety tax, I can just pay them directly when I go. So that's 50, 60, 75. So we're good there. And I guess I have to put that back in health. Or you know what, I'm going to put it in personal because I know what it is. So I'm just going to put it there. Oh, these kind of got warped. I really need a new system. And you know what? I think that's fair because I've had my channel since what? I don't even know. 2018? Maybe? And I think a lot of my things just like go back that far. And not that, you know, that means that they're bad, but it just means that I might be due for some upgrades. So that is my cash envelope stuffing. And that's my wallet. This fits really nicely in my purse. It's very small. Well, it's like a large wallet. I mean, it's, you know, it's not tiny, but it's plenty small enough to fit into a purse. So I've got that down now. So we're done. That is the paycheck organization for the first income of the month. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that it made sense. If you have any questions, of course, you can always ask me. I'm kind of slow on getting back to comments lately, but I just have a lot going on, like everybody. But yeah, it's just a really busy week for me. And it's going to be a busy weekend. And then things are going to calm down a lot. So tomorrow I have work, and then I have a doctor's appointment because I got an MRI on my back. So I'm anxious to get my results and see what he has to say and how maybe I can get a little bit of relief and fixed up a bit, tuned up. I guess that's what they say. I need a tune up. And so I'm going to do that and just prep for our cookouts. And we're going to be taking my mom, we're going to have a birthday dinner for her on Saturday. And then obviously a combined celebration for her and my husband on Sunday when we invite all our family and friends over. So I'm super excited about it. Very much looking forward to this weekend. And that's it. So I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you again for being here. It means more to me than you know.